What's good with y'all? I know it's been a minute since I've actually hopped up on a video on here, but life has gotten really fucking crazy, and I got some crazy stories in for y'all. So, if you look back in my most recent video, I was talking about how I was literally just in a toxic ass environment. The people around me were just on some low ass energy, just fucking up my mind literally every single day just from having to be around them. I literally had got kicked out beforehand and everything, had to fucking get back up on my feet, get a whole new job and everything, had to start from scratch again. Fucking and then to come to find out that I had literally like a week until I had to get kicked out of there and I was about to have to start staying in a tent. Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about what's happened from then. It's crazy about life because the one thing I'm learning from this more than anything is sometimes you have to lose everything in order to gain what you never had or what you always wanted. And that's exactly what happened, bro. So first off, keep in mind, a little bit beforehand and everything, before I found out I was gonna get kicked out and everything, I ended up literally meeting the fucking woman of my dreams. Literally shows me probably the most pure love I've ever experienced after I finally got to the point to where I stopped looking for that shit outside of myself, stopped looking for fucking love everywhere. Instead, I was just like, fuck it. I love myself. I love what I'm doing. I love changing the world like I am right now. And once I got to that point, yeah, I ended up finding literally the love of my fucking life. Yeah, we be having our issues and shit. We be reflecting each other's trauma and stuff like that we ain't even know was there still. But besides all that, we working through every single little bit of that shit, and it's making us both stronger in the process. So we chilling now. And it's crazy because once it came to the point to where I was about to get kicked out of the crib and everything, it got to that week mark. I had to leave. I had my plan and everything. Literally, my girl was over there the day I had to leave and everything. I was gonna come over literally right here where I'm sitting right now in this fucking field. It's the field. It's the field like right outside the trailer park that me and my girl staying in now. I'm literally staying in her crib now. It's crazy how this shit even happened, bro. I came over here, set my tent up in the field out here and everything. Was like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna just rough it out from a tent, do whatever the fuck I can. I'm close to my girl and everything. Like, I'm gonna just rough it out. Like, that's all I could do. I ain't know what else to fucking do. I was at rock bottom, bro. That shit had me feeling fucked up. It's crazy because literally the next day after sleeping like one night in the tent, fucking her parents, her dad mainly had said, like, yeah, like, look, like, I'm not about to have you just staying in a fucking tent out there. You can come stay with me, but I'm gonna have you working with me, doing a job, doing flooring and stuff. So now I got a job literally doing flooring that pays way better than any 9 to 5. We actually got our freedom there. It's not a fucking slave system. You ain't selling your soul doing this shit, bro. Like, no, it's you actually have your freedom and everything. Get to enjoy your life. Yeah, I'll be busy for sure, but ooh, that money, yeah, that should be hitting. That should be hitting. Then on top of that, I get to sleep, literally get to sleep right next to my baby every single night. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I literally had to lose everything in order to even gain this shit, bro. Like, I was literally over here rock bottom, like, damn, bro, I'm homeless. I'm in a tent now, bro. Fuck, what the fuck am I gonna do? Literally, like, I already knew, like, I would have been loved to consider the possibility of just moving in with my girl and everything, but it was like, I didn't even think that would be possible. Like, they already had enough, like, just trust issues and shit like that about even letting a dude come into their house, let alone live there. So that shit, whenever they actually said, like, yeah, like, you can stay here and everything, he was like, you gonna be working with me and all that. I'm like, what? That shit, like, oh my god, like, yeah, like, shit definitely, yeah, shit definitely ain't perfect. Like, there still be like minor issues and stuff like that. There's certain things I do have to deal with. There's certain insecurities that be mirroring between me and my baby and everything. Like, yeah, there's definitely, it's not perfection. We still got to deal with certain like stipulations that, like, for example, I don't even get to sleep in the same bed as my girl at night. And that shit hard. I'm not gonna lie. Literally laying right across from the love of your life and not even being able to like lay with her and shit. It's like I literally, cause like her dad literally gave me a call. He's like, look, y'all can sleep in the same room right next to each other. Y'all can have the shit right next to it, but just not in the same bed. I'm like, damn. But it's cool. I'm grateful for that shit. I still be holding my baby at night and shit. Literally got the couch and the fucking cot literally just side by side right there. I'm like, fuck, I'm still holding my baby when I go to sleep at night. I don't care what y'all like. It's like they get that, they respect that shit, but it's like at the same time I am under their roof. It's cool. I'm about to respect I'm about to respect their wishes, but it's like it'll be worth it. Eventually I'll end up getting my own place. I'll have my own apartment and everything. Me and my girl already been planning this shit out. Literally gonna get our own place. We're gonna have our own shit and everything. Like, we ain't gonna have to worry about shit. We just pushing through this shit right now. But Man, it's crazy, bro. I literally had to lose everything in order to even gain this shit, bro. Literally had to hit rock bottom, be in a tent, and know nobody else. I ain't know nobody else I could turn to be like, damn, maybe I can go here, maybe I can go there. I honestly got to the point to where, yeah, maybe there was a couple people in my life I probably could have hit up and been like, yo, can I come stay with you? And I could have figured something out. But it wouldn't have been permanent. It would have just been right back in the same cycle for literally the past probably 3-4 years of my life. I've been moving back and forth from people I knew because life just giving me shitty circumstances and I couldn't do nothing about it because throughout most of that time I wasn't even 18 yet. Like, I'm literally about to be 19 in about a month. Like, I'm still young, bro, and fucking it got to the point, honestly, whenever I got kicked out, I'm like, fuck that. I ain't trying to just move in with someone from my past again just to fucking get, like, I'm about to just rough this shit out. I got tired of it. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to break this cycle. Fuck it. I'm about to stay in a tent. It'll be me in my own fucking environment, just doing my own thing, just building my own life. And then because of making that decision, what do you know? Now I'm literally staying with the love of my life, the one person in my life that I actually do trust to live with, that I actually do want to be around on a daily basis, that actually benefits my growth and doesn't hold me the fuck back. So like, yeah, it was all worth it, bro. I may have had to lose a lot to even get this shit, but bro, like, oh my god, it's just crazy how life works. Like, if you in a predicament to where you feel like shit's getting worse the second you start making progress, like, you ever start just working really hard in a certain area in your life, you feel like you're making just a shit ton of progress, and then out of nowhere, just some bullshit happens. You'll get thrown the fuck off, whatever it may be. Maybe someone in your household tries to start a fight with you. Maybe the people in your household are trying to kick you out. Maybe it's just having to deal with certain things in your household throughout your day. It's always going to be your environment. There's always going to be there's going to be things within your environment that you can't really control and you just kind of got to face. And it's like, when that shit's happening, bro, there's many things that you could be needing to learn from that. For me, it was literally learning to let go. Just let go of my past and say, fuck it. I may be at rock bottom right now, but I'm grateful for what I have. I'm appreciating this shit, what I have. Literally, if you look at my last video, that's what I was even talking about, is just being grateful and appreciating what the fuck you have. I was realizing that shit literally right as I was about to get kicked out. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, bro. This shit could be a lot worse, bro. It could be a lot worse. For the fact I pushed through that shit with that gratitude, I was actually just living in love, just doing what I could do. Now, bro, I'm in a way better scenario than I was before there. I'm in a way better. It's fucking crazy. Matter of fact, run that shit back. Hold on, like I'm about to have to find the clip real quick, bro. Because if you look at my old video, I literally even said that you go like every time you fall, like you're in a like fucked up scenario and you fall to an even worse scenario. Once you get out of that even worse scenario, you're gonna be in an even better scenario than you were before all that shit happened, bruh. Just prove my point again. I literally just made a video saying that shit, bro. I literally had to become homeless. But now, because of the fact I became homeless, if I didn't become homeless and wasn't in that tent, I wouldn't be living with my girl right now. But now I'm literally living with my girl right now, doing my shit, literally fucking making way more money than I was making before. I actually have peace. I don't have toxic people around me in my environment dictating how I'm living and shit. Like, bro, literally prove my point, bro. Had to fall in order to rise. And that's how it goes, bro. Life is ups and downs. Like, there's gonna be many times where you actually get pushed down. You're gonna feel like life is just beating you up. You're gonna feel like that shit just got you all fucked up. Like, your life is just falling apart. Sometimes you gotta be put into a lower, your true self don't come out until you at your lowest. At your lowest is when you are your true self, because now there ain't no room to put up no front or anything like that. No, you just you. Like, I'm not, for example, when someone gets pissed off, why do you think they speak their actual mind? They speak the actual shit that they usually wouldn't feel comfortable enough to say. Because they mad, bro. They letting out that shadow. They letting out that suppressed trauma. They letting out the shit that they ain't never, like, they never want to let out. They hide that shit. That shit will reveal your true self. So, yeah, once you start getting pushed into lower environments, that's going to really test you to see how you react to that environment. I could have reacted in a horrible way if I didn't do all the inner work beforehand just throughout this journey. If I didn't do all the inner work and actually learn how to control my shadow, actually learn how to control who I truly am, bro, I would have reacted all horribly. I would probably be in a very bad scenario right now. I'd probably still be homeless, bro. I'd probably still be homeless. Probably wouldn't even have my girl, bro. But for the simple fact, it's like, all right, cool. I was just like, I'm just going to be grateful, react to this shit in a positive manner and shit. And it brought out my true self, like, because I healed my shadow. I learned how to actually face my darkness. And that's the key. That's the key thing, is trying to teach you every single time you start falling down, you start getting pushed to a lower scenario in your life. It's trying to teach you how to react to those problems. It's trying to teach you that, yeah, this is always going to happen. Life is always going to push you down in certain areas. You got to learn how to react to those scenarios in a positive way, though. You got to learn how to react to them in a way that's not going to fucking destroy you, a way that's actually going to help you get out of that scenario and get into a better scenario. Sometimes that shit may not happen overnight. For example, for me, yeah, it may have basically happened overnight. I slept for a night in the tent and then I was with my girl the next day. But I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that in my mind. I thought, like, yo, this is just going to be until I figure shit the fuck out. But I just flowed with it. Literally just was grateful. Had that same state of mind I'm talking about right now before I even knew what the fuck was going to happen, and it happened. It may not happen overnight every single time, though. Sometimes that shit might actually drag out. It may take a long-ass time to actually turn around your circumstances. I've been in scenarios like that many times. There's been many scenarios where I'd be in that shit for months, or before I actually fucking figured out a way to, like, change it. And usually it's not even a matter of figuring out how to change it. It's just doing what you can to change yourself over time until the timing is right and life itself changes. Not everything is in your control. You just got to focus, literally, like I was saying in my last video, you got to focus on the things that are in your control. You cannot control everything. So if your environment's fucked up and you want to change it, just focus on changing yourself first. Focus on just appreciating what you do have and changing the little things. Just doing the little shit that you can do. Shit's a lot easier said than done. It's definitely a struggle. But hey, how you gonna appreciate the journey if it's too easy? Hard shit is what makes you appreciate the good shit. So just keep going with that mindset, man. Everything's gonna be good. Just keep pushing through that shit. I love y'all, though. Stay up.